You are tuned in to the Creative Genes podcast.
Young creative genius. They can't touch my drip. Been beating the blocks as a jet. Down popping like some grits. When they AK blitz.
I know that I'm lit. What he say? They can't
Touch my drip. Been popping like a soda straight drop, no fears. Been beating the blocks as a jet.
Straight jet. Yes, sir. Y'all already know what's going on. It's Young Creative Genes, the best podcast in the world. We got the one and only. Let them know what you go by.
Y.C.G. Oneway.
Y.C.G. Oneway in this bitch. Hold on 1 second. We got to turn this light back on because it just went off. Gang, 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 gang. We got Y.C.G. Oneway in the building, man. This interview, I'm excited to do it, man, because this is blood. This is family. Been locked in since JIT, so y'all already know what's going on.
Long time coming.
Let them know where you from. Let them know what you repping.
It's Y.C.G. Oneway. Coming from Cleveland, Ohio. Born in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Alcoy Road bound. I'm 300 official. 5'9" brim on my cap. Yeah, Seshki.
Ooh-wee. And y'all already know what's going on, man. This interview, we about to go crazy. So we got, like I said, we got Y.C.G. Oneway in this bitch, man. Young Creative Genes, the best podcast in the world. Y'all get tuned. Y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all new to it. And we in. Let's get to it. So, Y.C.G. Oneway, man, I'm going to just ask you, bro, how long you been making music, and when did you know that, you know, music was the route that you wanted to go?
Well, we've been making music. I've been making music for a long time. We've been making little popcorn freestyles at first. And then when we took it serious, music became my therapy. Like, that was my getaway. When I'm in the booth, it's like, fuck everything that's outside that booth right now.
So what was your first song where you knew you was just like, man, yeah, this, I want to start doing this? Because, you know, when you on a song, man, you hear your voice and it be like, damn, like, what was that first song?
My very first song that I actually made was called Just Creep. It was a feature with Bud Love officials, Cash Lingo, my man Shawty Mike. After that, we kind of fell out, but I never stopped. Because it was like, I felt how hard I was. Like, oh, shit. You know, a lot of people be like, nah, I'm a little nervous. I don't know. I don't like how I sound. And da-da-da. No. It ain't on you. It's in you.
Facts.
So, yeah, Just Creep was my very first song that I actually created.
So when was that? Like, how old was you? Around what time? Was you in Cleveland or you was
I was in Atlanta
okay.
when I made that song, and I was about 20, 21. So that was about good 5 years ago.
Okay. So just give them a little history on, like, you said you was born in Georgia, raised in Cleveland. Around what age did you move? You know, this blood. So, you know, my story low key similar to his. You know, we've been back and forth from the city. So give them a rundown on, you know, how old you were when you moved to the city or whatnot. You know,
I was born in Georgia. We moved to the city, moved to Cleveland when I was 2 years old. Came back to Georgia when I was 12. So I was in Cleveland for 10 years. Came back to Georgia, and then we lived in Georgia until I was 18. But we was back and forth from Cleveland to Georgia every spring break, every summer break, every fall break. It don't matter what break it was, we was in another city.
Facts. That's why I was like, man, it's cool for us to be in Cleveland, know everything there. Be in Atlanta, know damn near everything there. So that shit, that's cool. It's cool being in two different cities and knowing that shit like the back of your hand for real. So I would say like what city do you think that's better when it comes to pursuing your music career? Like, what's the difference? Explain the difference between being an artist in Cleveland and then being an artist in Atlanta.
Being an artist in Cleveland, it's it don't even have to be being an artist in Cleveland. Being in Cleveland is crabs in the bucket. It's crabs in the barrel. It's either once you reach the top, niggas gonna try to pull you down. So niggas gonna hate if you popping, and niggas gonna hate if you ain't popping enough.
Right.
In Atlanta, it's so big. Cleveland is small. And Atlanta is so big, so it's like I want to know what he's doing, or I want to hear him, or I want to see him, or I want to. That's one of those music scenes.
And then to be honest though, in Cleveland, I would say that is true. And it's like when you in Atlanta, you like when you saying I want to know what he doing. Shit, at the end of the day, he really might be on his way, or he might be plugged in with somebody that's on, or somebody that's doing some shit that you doing. It's easier to network. And Cleveland is definitely crabs in the bucket because don't nobody really want to see you win. And if you is winning, niggas hating. So it's not really and then since I've been here, definitely been growing, seeing them grow, seeing them network. So it's for sure is different.
It's a broader scene.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong though, when we go to Cleveland though, you know what I'm saying, we might not mess with everybody outside, but family wise, that's my biggest support group.
Facts, yeah. Cause that's really when you playing some YCG shit, all of our family, they singing it, they right there, they turn.
And don't get me wrong, they gonna tell you the truth.
They gonna tell you the truth for
if
sure.
This shit sucks.
And I promise you.
Turn that shit off.
Just like my nigga gonna tell you if you who wrote this?
Who wrote this?
If you
and it's trash.
If you roll a trash blunt, you gonna get
gonna get called out.
You gonna get called out. All right, so man, just let them know what type of moves that you've been making since. Like, what's the biggest move that you probably made since you've been an artist, as far as shows, probably networking with somebody that you never thought, or just anything that you feel like your big move where you like, yeah.
I went from recording in somebody's closet to being at somebody's label, to being somebody want to sign me, to I'm an actual artist that got some shit behind him. And not only am I an actual artist, but we got our own company. So
Facts.
When I step in the door, or one of my other YCG companions step in the door, it's on the flow for everybody. But my biggest move right now is I'm being signed to RBE, Rebellious Entertainment, little small marketing and distribution company. Signed with they got a contract with Authentic Empire and QC.
Okay. All right, so tell us about that, man. Tell us the family ties of RBE.
The family ties of RBE, shout out to my man Jimmy. You know what I'm saying, CEO. He actually, you know what I'm saying, he been doing it by himself with our help. Shout out to my man Rico, next artist coming out of RBE. You know what I'm saying, he just did a feature with Wavy from QC. Shout out to them boys. Majority right now is we hands on. You know what I'm saying, we all working as a team. And it's not just RBE working, but it's YCG working too. So whatever YCG doing is blowing up even more. RBE's behind all that. If RBE behind me, they behind YCG.
Facts. So just trying to think something else, man. You know, I ain't even got my notebook right now, but we gon' turn this interview up for sure. I'm here with Blood, man. So y'all know what's going on.
In the joint. No notebook, no pen or pad.
So I was gonna say, oh yeah, we gonna freestyle too while you on the podcast.
For sure,
you trying to get a little freestyle in too.
I definitely got some bars for y'all.
But I was gonna say, so what's the benefits that you have been noticing since you've been signed, since you've been working with another label?
The benefits, more importantly, is the network, the doors that's been opened up for me. Because really, I could do it by myself, but I can't. But and RB is opening them doors up, got me meeting new people. I just had a conversation with CMT John from he working with Authentic.
Okay.
He introduced me into some YSL members. Shout out to Young Thug and them. It's just really been networking. I did a couple shows, took a couple, you know what I'm saying, under unsigned artist shows. So I got a little exposure. I'm just trying to climb myself up that ladder.
Facts,
Make sure that we all eating.
Facts, man. Nothing wrong with trying to do it yourself, but always, always get some help. And it's nothing wrong with a little help. That could be the, way to your success. A lot of people that's in the game now, they they had help. They had like
Rome,
young.
Rome wasn't built by one nigga and built in a day.
Right. Facts. So yeah, we definitely gonna we ain't ducking no help. We ain't dodging none of that. So
If you wanna work, holla at us for sure.
Facts, man. Facts. We ain't ducking that, man. We trying to work with everybody. It don't matter. We ain't discriminating if you own none of that, man. We trying to work with everybody in the city. Anybody that's got something going on that's positive. Yes, sir. Anybody that got something going on that's positive or whatever, man. We trying to get with us. Get with us, man. We ain't ducking that. We ain't ducking none of that.
You know what I'm saying? We expired. We ain't no bullshit. I done expired a lot of people to rap. To want to rap. Like, oh, nigga, you.
Right, you can do it.
You can do it. You doing this shit. And then you saying some shit like this. We just did that yesterday. Or we just went through that. Yeah. Relatable music. You know what I'm saying? All that.
So, what's you got any shows coming up? Matter of fact, before I ask that, what shows have you been doing? And what's your favorite place to do a show at right now?
My favorite place to do a show at, I want to say Artisan. When we did a show at Artisan, it was like, that was our show. The crowd, when they heard our music, when they first heard like maybe the first 8 bars, it was like, whoa, came to the front. I ain't seen not one person in all the shows that we did, nobody did that. Had the crowd gravitate to them. So it's like we bring out people. We bring out
facts, like, facts. And I can't say that's true. Everybody gravitate towards our music. Like one, no matter if it's him, Y.C.G Benos, Y.C.G Dezo, everybody gravitate towards it.
Shout out to the gang.
Shout out to the gang for real. And it's not like he said earlier, niggas gonna let you know if your music's shitty. For some reason, it be people we don't even know. We walking out after the show or whatever, they coming to us, oh, I fuck with that, whatever y'all did. So that's facts. And people don't lie, and they ain't gonna say nothing to you for no reason. So I believe that too. So definitely. So I was gonna ask you too. Damn, what the hell was I about to ask you? What do you got, like, any motivational advice you want to give to any artist coming out of Cleveland since you labeled it bucket full of crabs?
Shit, don't let nobody stop you from doing what you're doing. The harder you go, the farther you go. The more work you put in, the more work gonna get put out. The more success gonna get opened up because you constantly behind it. Yeah, you gonna have a lot of haters or a lot of people that disagree with it. Okay, well, make something that they can agree with. Make something that's gonna change their mind. You always want to change somebody's mind and get out that barrel. Right. If you reach the top of that barrel, go ahead and climb out that motherfucker.
And I say to a lot of artists in Cleveland, man, if y'all have a chance, move to Atlanta or move to a city where it's good networking. Honestly,
don't get me wrong, I love my city.
I love my city, but at the end of the day, you have to be realistic. Like, yeah. Cleveland, I'm not saying Cleveland is just terrible when it comes to, but think about all the artists that made it coming out of Cleveland. Where they at? Where they at now?
Shout out to Doughboy.
Shout out Doughboy.
I feel like he the biggest artist that came out of Cleveland. But why is he the biggest artist that came out of Cleveland? Because he in tune with Future.
Right.
And where's Future
Where
from?
Future from, right.
Atlanta.
Shout out Machine Gun Kelly too, but we talking about rappers. We talking about like hood, like trench baby
Trenches.
rappers. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't talking about.
Machine Gun Kelly from Shaker.
Shout out Kid Cudi. Right. Shout out Kid
Shout out
Cudi
Kid
too.
Cudi, he hard too.
Yeah, for sure.
But you don't hear them no more. You feel me? They got a little buzz. They got their buzz, and that was it. We thinking longevity.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We taking it further than where anybody took it. We trying to be the hardest.
The hardest, for real.
Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. We grew up off of them. You know what I'm saying?
Love Bone Thugs.
They,
All nigga be listening to.
Since
That Cleveland shit, that's the real Cleveland
I know
shit.
my daddy, but since a jit, I'm like, Bone Thug was my daddy. Busy Bone was my daddy. Like, Ma, they go my daddy. No funny shit, though. But, yeah, dude, like, for sure, though. Like, I don't want to seem like I'm talking bad about Cleveland, but it's like that.
It is,
like,
and it ain't
you know
even
what I'm
talking
saying?
bad. It's just it's being honest, bro. For real,
We
I
adapted.
love going back to Cleveland.
We niggas had to adapt to the environment. So to unadapt from that, you got to get out the environment. To want more, you got to see more. And if one place is all you see, then you're not gonna go too far. You're not gonna do too much.
Facts, especially if it's just depressing and you just there, just not doing nothing. Then you gotta definitely expand. Like I love going back to Cleveland, but
Yeah,
I
'cause
live in Atlanta.
We
know
have
what I
our
mean?
good
It's like-
times, but if for sure, you know what I'm saying? If for sure, them good times ain't gonna last too long. It's only it's a short fuse in Cleveland. If you ain't with your peoples, you better get with your peoples. Stay with your peoples.
Stay with your peoples. So who inspired you, bro, to really start rapping? If it was anybody that did.
Who inspired me? Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's who I had a Walkman. with the little cassette tape that you gotta wind back in
Yeah.
and put it. Yeah, I had one of those when I was younger. That's who I was listening to. Snoop Dogg. It was more majority of the older rappers. Ice Cube. Like that's what I was related to. Like when I was like, oh yeah, they hard. Like that's who I was listening to. I want to be hard like them. My biggest rapper though that inspired me on anything, Lil Wayne.
Hard.
I don't think there's a rapper yet that metaphors like Lil Wayne. Shout out to No Cap because he do his thing. But Lil Wayne,
Real best rapper alive. If I was
rapper
to,
alive.
I really think Lil Wayne.
still to this day.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. He's still doing his thing. Still can throw the metaphors in. Still gonna fuck your head up with them bitches too. I feel like Lil Wayne definitely is the biggest rapper alive. So, do you feel like you take like pieces and parts of their game and add it to your?
Yeah, I try. I'm not gonna say I'm him on the metaphors, but I try. I try to paint a picture of my life to y'all. Not giving y'all too much detail because that's snitching. But you know what I'm saying, metaphor and some shit to where you understand and relate it. Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah. How long we been going? We've been going for 20 minutes, and we probably about to be going for some hours if niggas on it.
me?
Cause we about to go crazy. Katrina, we got Katrina over here. Gang. Gang. All right, so I want to get into like your lifestyle. So like on a daily basis, how many days are you trying to make a song like out the week? Like even if you trying to make like do you hold yourself to a standard like 5 songs a week or like 5 songs a day or whenever you in the studio? What's your lifestyle when it comes to making songs?
I'm in the studio every day. I go to work during the day and be in the studio at night. I'm in the studio every day. If I'm not recording, I'm learning more about what I'm recording or what am I doing. Engineering, producing. I'm always in the studio. Now, But before I was probably like I probably do like 2-3 times a week, 4 times a week until what inspired me to be in the studio all the time is when Young Thug was like, you gotta if you want success, you gotta work harder than everybody else. Gucci said the same shit. You gotta work harder. So I'm looking at these rappers that's on top of the game that's blowing up heavy.
Yeah, saying this.
Saying this like this is the reason why
It's not a lie, shit.
they on top
Right.
of, you know what I'm saying, they where they at.
The Chick-fil-A just came in.
Hey.
The Chick-fil-A just came in. So how many songs you think you trying to like make a day? Like once you in the studio, how many songs you be trying to get it down to? Because I know, no cap, it takes, like some people say they go in that bitch and lay something down in 30 minutes, but
That's cap.
yeah.
That's big cap. You know what I'm saying?
The process
Because
definitely
the
be
process is a bare minimum of an hour, maybe 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Even though some people might go in there and just go straight in, you still got to go back. It's somewhere you fucked up somewhere. If you want it to be perfect, it's gonna take you about an hour.
That's what I be thinking too. I be like, when people say they just made a song in 30 minutes, I be like, you low key sound like you rushed it.
Yeah.
Because when I make like when we make Hell of a Night, that song is perfect to me. And it took us like 3 hours to make it.
And the only reason why it took us 3 hours to make it, that was a little long.
Yeah, that was
a little long.
No. Honestly though, I ain't gonna say.
Wait, no, it took us about 2-3
Our
hours.
engineer was like, we didn't know what we was doing. We engineered ourselves. Our engineer was asleep.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
At that time, I didn't know. At that time, I didn't know what I was doing as much.
It's long, but for us,
yeah,
no, because our engineer went to sleep on us, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and he was learning. So
right, I was in the learning process then. But
even though it's like still like that's your job. Like you do this more than us,
right.
So it's gonna be faster. Boom, 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 boom. You know, but
nigga, if you engineering yourself, or back at the time when we was engineering ourselves, when I was learning how to engineer ourselves, it was a little longer because I had a process to go through.
And we wanted to get that shit right.
Yeah.
If you peep, some of these engineers, they'll tell you that shit hard, or whatever. They'll tell you, like, if you like, how that sound? Be like, no, I don't fuck
that's
with
hard.
it. They'll tell you that, be like, no, it's cool, keep it like that.
You just the paycheck right now.
Facts.
Yeah. They not into your music. If they know your shit, that shit trash, but they telling you, oh yeah, that shit hard, or they not giving you no type of feedback on nothing, you a paycheck right now. I have entwined with a lot of engineers, and on that part, it was more majority of it's either you gonna be all the way in it or you not. Don't play around.
Yeah, and y'all gotta, artists out there, y'all gotta know the difference from when an engineer is really fucking with you or he's not. Yeah, for real.
Nigga, fuck. Hey, I got some chicken nuggets, fries, and macaroni.
You got the little crispy chicken nuggets, man. I love them, man.
Yeah, man. You want parcel?
Yeah, hell yeah. Let me get one of these. So what's your worst experience when it comes to having a studio session, or any worst experience you had?
My worst experience, I want to say, the first time I ever got writer's block.
Explain.
It happens. Okay, so I'm in the midst of recording a song, and I couldn't think of shit no more. Where I couldn't think straight at the time. So it was like, I'm just trying to get some shit out. Now at that point, I felt like I was just trying to finish the song. And it came out trash. Not to just my ears, but to everybody that know that I can make some hard shit. They're like, what the fuck is this? Boy, no. Go back in there and redo your shit. Matter of fact, my engineer told me if you come in here with something written again, I'm not recording you.
Wait, so you wrote it?
I wrote it, but I couldn't. I couldn't deliver the shit
Like the way you wrote it.
the way I wanted to.
Okay.
Fuck the way I wrote it, cause I can write some shit and change the cadence, change the style of it, and all that. But I just couldn't get that shit right. I guess the words was just not right for. It might have been the beat. I don't know what it was. That shit was just. I feel like that was just like.
Right, that's why I was gonna say it probably because you gotta think you write a lot of stuff. So it probably had to be something. I don't know.
I was going through it. I think I was in a little depression mode, and I just wanted to record. But, and like I said, music is my therapy, but I don't just record anything. And I think after that day, it was like, no. If you gonna do this, you need to do it. Put your chest inside the mic. Clear your head and talk your shit.
So do it ever get to that point where you just be like you just go in the studio and just be like, man, I'm just about to just try to just get this song out the way.
Nope. Cause if I feel like that, I ain't recording. I'm like shit. If I feel like okay, I can't. If I come to the studio, cause I go to the studio every day. I come to the studio, and I don't feel what I'm finna record. I won't record. I come back. Like today might not be the day. So, but I'm in there. I'm recording somebody else. So somebody else vibe probably rub on me and be like, oh shit, all right, now I can get back to my song. Now I can, you know what I'm saying? It's always good to, if you're not feeling it, come back. Don't force it. Anything forced is not good.
So when it comes to features and stuff, like how do you go about them? Do you charge people? Do you like if you in a studio with somebody, you be like, fuck it, I get them on this song, or how does that work? Does the relationship has to be there before for you to do a feature with somebody, or do you just chance it with certain like different artists?
No,
That's
no,
a part.
I gotta hear you to want to do a song with you. If your shit is ass, no, I'm cool, bruh. I'm cool, bruh.
What if they paying the bag? What if they giving the bag?
They giving a bag, then all right. No, I'm lying.
Right, I mean,
lying.
I was gonna say it could go both ways though. That could for sure go both ways.
No, I'm
I was
lying.
gonna say
if it's, I don't give a fuck if it's a bag, boy. If
and that's
you
real though.
can't,
That's real.
If you can't match my energy, I don't want to do a song with you.
That's real.
You can keep your bag, you can keep your song. I'm not. My work. If I'm on a song with you, I'm considering it's my work too. My name's stamped on that, and I'm not stamping my name on nothing trash, nothing garbage. I'm like Floyd Mayweather. Don't put me on the game because I think niggas gonna lose with me.
I thought you was about to say don't put me in there with nobody garbage. I was about to be like, oh shit, Logan Paul.
No, my nigga Floyd said I don't want to be on fight night because niggas. I got an undefeated record, and niggas might lose with me on the game.
Hey, that's hard.
So shit, nigga, we that raw, nigga. And I ain't even nobody to charge nobody for a feature, but it's getting there. And if a nigga do want to charge for it, if you do want to throw a bag on the feature, I'm probably only gonna charge you $250 to $500. Everybody else charging you 15, 17, 2 bands, 10 bands, 5 bands. I'm charging you $250 to $500, and you gonna get some heat.
When it comes to like the realness of your songs and stuff, do you add like relationship problems in there just to give it more of the raw feeling, but also give it that other people can relate. He can relate to, because you know when it comes to females, man, it's always a female in your life that you dealing with. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like
I got maybe 2 or 3 songs that it's talking about females or the shit that I'm going through with one of a female that I was dealing with, or you know what I'm saying. Some majority of the time when those songs are made, like I just fell out with a female right before I went to the studio. So it was like that's what motivated those songs.
So is there ever a point where like the female know that you talking about them? And
Yes, yes. A female heard one of my songs before and was like, she paused it like, hold on, are you talking about me?
and that'd be the worst, trying to show a girl like your song and be like, oh, look at this, but no, really you talking about her, and it's like,
Man, like, and it was a banger. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a banger.
that's how it'd be a bang. It'd be like, baby, I'm talking about you, but they don't gotta know it. Like, they just might relate. But yeah, I'm fucking talking about you, but everybody ain't gotta know I'm talking about you. But
You pissed me off at that time.
right, it just be like they can they can relate to this right now. So this might be the song. You always gotta make a song that can relate to other people, because you going through real life situations just like everybody else. So somebody gonna be able to relate to that.
Man, what?
If not, a lot of people. If not one person, a lot of people will. Like, definitely. So
Because half of the time, majority of us is going through the same shit. Major, light, little, harder, whatever. Somebody's going through something in my songs. I probably said a lyric, a bar or two, and somebody related to it. Like, oh shit, yeah, I felt that. I went through that.
So you talked about depression not too long ago. So how does, when you depressed, not about a female, but when you just depressed in general, about life or whatever, does that go into a song too?
Of course. When I say put your chest on the mic, I put my all. It depend on the vibes that I'm. It don't even matter what the vibes is. If the words go across my head, then I'm putting it on the mic, because that's how I was feeling. Depression. Everybody go through a little depression, little whatever, because everybody go through shit. You feel me? I put all that on there. Shit that we went through as a kid, shit that we going through as adults. All that.
So what can be something that some artists might not, like any upcoming artist that's in the position that you was about 10 years ago, that's probably like, I want to be an artist, but they don't know what comes with this, like as far as depression, like being depressed and doing stuff that you might not want to do to become bigger. Like, say stuff to the artists that they might need to know about little stuff like that.
Well, I said it before. Never give up. Don't stop. Keep striding. But nigga, don't do no weird shit. Like, it ain't that serious.
Right. And when I say doing stuff you might not want to do, I mean like say if you see a big time artist right there, you in your head you like, man, I don't want to press him because but really, what if you go up to him and be on some, can you listen to this CD, and then he check it out and then sign you? Just little stuff like that. And that's what I mean. Like, not doing like the nail polish and doing all that stuff. I can pass on that.
I wouldn't hassle nobody with your CD or tape. Nobody likes that. Nobody. You can be an unsigned artist giving your shit to another unsigned artist, and
right,
they're not liking that shit. Or you can give your shit to an artist and they'll just look at you like, well, nigga, I'm where I'm at, and you're where you're at.
I mean, like a big artist, like shit. Young Thug or somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't even do all that. I actually have a conversation first.
Facts. Yeah.
And then,
and that might,
it's gonna always come up to conversation. Oh, you do music? Yeah. You want to hear something? Mm-hmm. That's how you don't want to force nothing on nobody. I think that's one of my mottos. Like, no matter what I'm doing, don't force it.
That's probably one of the big things that people do. A lot of people they force stuff when they really don't even need to be forced.
Yeah.
When it's more genuine, then that's when
you get far. You go a whole lot farther with genuine movements. Being yourself, being real, being unanswered. Like, you don't have to apply pressure all the time.
Right, because you know how many people applying pressure a day to these people?
Everybody want to be heard. Everybody want to be seen.
So if you was to say something that's well, you say everybody wants to be seen, everybody want to be heard. What's probably one of the biggest things that you would have to do to get yourself heard or get yourself in a position where you can start being heard?
Shit. Work. Network. Make yourself heard. Make yourself seen. But don't force it.
Yeah, don't force it.
Don't force it. Now that might have sounded a little difficult. What you mean don't force it? If I'm gonna make myself heard and make myself seen if I ain't forcing it. Well, you have to take it step by step. Conversations go a long way. Oh, I remember having a conversation with you. Da, da, da. We ain't even had to talk about music, but you remember having that conversation with me. And now I'm letting you know I do music. Oh, really? Let me check it out. Psh, there you go. Psh, there you go. Psh, there you go. Majority of the times, I think I came from the shows that I did, trying to get that exposure instead of forcing people to hear my shit. They get in the club to hear my shit. I ain't force it. I'm making sure that I'm being heard. I'm making sure I'm being seen.
Facts. Don't force that shit, man. It's gonna come for sure, especially when your music is real. People want to hear that shit. You gotta actually make good music too. At the end of the day, that shit gotta be good too. Not on all cases, but in our case.
In our case.
In our case. Yeah. Right.
You just gotta believe. If you believe in this shit, keep doing that shit. The more you do it, the better you gonna get. Practice is key.
And y'all don't forget that YCG Oneway Hate That I'm Lit is out now on all platforms. Everything. So let them know, man. As you dropping new music soon, man, people want to hear more.
Of course. I got a couple more singles about to drop. I got an EP I'm finna drop. I got a little album I'm about to drop called In My Eyes. I'm about to go on tour in August.
Okay, let them know about the tour, man. When it's
The tour gonna start, I think, August 17th. And we're gonna start in New York. We're gonna go to New York. We already in Florida. We're gonna come back to Florida. We're gonna hit Miami. We're gonna hit Cleveland. Then we're gonna come back to Atlanta. Then we're gonna go to New Orleans. So it's like I think that whole little month is gonna be toured out.
It's going, man. Make sure y'all get them tickets, man. We gonna have more info on that once we get all the rest of the details going. So y'all make sure y'all be from Cleveland, New York, Atlanta, everybody. Make sure y'all be there, man, because you know we got people in every city. So y'all gotta pop out, show love. YCG, we on the way. Please don't wait too late. Please don't wait too late.
Time waits for no man.